What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Random to Rank 1. As you can see, we are still Rank 2, and I have a feeling that going from Rank 2 to Rank 1 is going to take me longer than it took me to get Rank 2 to begin with. As you can see, it's about 170 MMR, though I have played against Epic a couple times and some other players like Trigger on an A server, and they're usually a bit higher. So I think I probably need at least 200, maybe 250, and if we're unlucky, 300 more MMR. And obviously, it becomes harder and harder to get MMR at this point. Every win gives me very little. In the last episode when I filmed, I went 4-1, and I think I lost 25 MMR. So I really need a big winning streak. I really need to solidify all my races, which is a very exciting challenge. Let's begin. All right, the first game of the day is going to be against Jason. All right, a 5'8 Terran player. I'm pretty sure I saw him at rank 3, right? I'm pretty sure as I was scrolling to the Grandmaster list, he was at rank 3. So I think he might have just lost like 50 MMR or something, because I'm pretty sure it said 5'8", or something like that. Now, I've played against him before with Protoss, and I beat him with a proxy Nexus that apparently he wasn't very happy with. That's what you guys left in the comments anyway. Or no, he wasn't very happy with himself and how he dealt with it. Now, last time I tried to wall here, but it didn't work, so I'm just going to try it like this. If this fails, then maybe I'll just give up walling on this map. But now we are playing against a really high-ranked player who is, probably now somewhere between rank 3 and 8, depending on how much MMR he actually lost. I'm very curious to see if we can make that 4-gate blink happen. I think that could be, the absolute staple of my Protoss play here. So I really want to do my best and try to get that as strong as possible. And what's even more of a challenge here is that 4-gate blink, despite being a cheesy opener, is potentially the most common opener for Protoss players against Terran. I say blink in general is the most common opener. 4-gate blink, I wouldn't be able to confidently tell if it's more common than just playing blink third base. Well, I'm gonna take a third base, but like 2-gate blink into a third, for example. But it is very common anyway, so what that means is that players like Jason here are gonna be very familiar with it and probably quite good against it too. Now, I need to make sure I don't get engineering bay blocked here. That would be a little annoying. I'm actually gonna pull an extra probe, I think. See, yeah, this doesn't really work either, I mean, it's not going to be a wall anyway, so I'll just build it there. I know it looks like he blocked me, but it wasn't going to be a wall anyway. So I was like, frick it, I'll just put it down there. Okay. I haven't scouted at all this game. Please let me put it down. Okay, there we go. I haven't scouted at all, but I think it's fine. I feel like some builds are pretty common against random. For some reason, 12 pool, for example, right? But I have a really hard time imagining a Terran player proxying against random. Now, it's obviously possible. I don't want to rule it out completely. But it would be very surprising to me. Now, I think I'm just going to look up like a VOD on how to wall this properly, because I really haven't managed so far. This is the second attempt I have. My Reaper walls have gotten so much better too, but still not to be on this map. Now, one big advantage of this is that there's less chance that I'm going to get my own adept stuck. Definitely a problem that Protoss players tend to have. I guess if I rallied it into the core, it might finish there, and that would be slightly annoying. Now, last time I felt like my warp gate finished a little bit too late, so this time I'm actually gonna chrono boost my warp gate a little bit. Looks like he is not interested in going to the main, which makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Just gonna make the pilot council there. Oh, I'm gonna be... Oh, that was almost a double hit already. I think I'll just shade forward on that Reaper. Maybe I'll cancel this one, actually, because he's gonna go around, and I don't really want to deal with that too much. But if he goes into the main base, I think I'm gonna be quite fortunate here. I could chrono boost my adept one more time. Oh, here we go. Guess I'll just shade it on top of it again. I just want to be a little annoying, that's all. Just scare him away a little bit. Here we go, and then we're gonna cancel that. This adept, I'll just make it wait there. And then I'm gonna add my gateway and my robo. Yeah, the biggest problem here is that I haven't scouted yet. I do really like to get at least a little bit of scouting, but I haven't felt the freedom, I guess, to send that across the map. I do really like playing triple adept, by the way. Like, that's definitely my jam so far. Or my biggest jam, I should say. Now, I could go across with these. Well, warp gate is about to finish, so it might be realistic. Maybe we should give it a shot, actually. Okay, let's see. If the Reaper's too close, I'll shade on it with all my things at once. Okay, here we go. I feel like there might be a Cyclone somewhere. Because it kind of looks like he's baiting me a little bit, right? Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Okay. It felt like he was baiting me a little bit with the Reaper. Get a couple extra. I think I could decide to make a battery here right now. It kind of depends on how many Cyclones I think he's built. I need to be realistic here. The Cyclone is not the biggest threat ever. It just feels like one. So maybe I should, make sure I don't overreact more than anything else. Like, I think that is quite important. I'm gonna. Oh no, I need a War Prism as my second unit. Pylon's gonna finish in time. Exactly. Gonna send the Observer across. It is a little scary what I'm doing here, to be honest. Just okay. Yeah, it is actually some kind of a cyclone attack. Oh, I don't have all my gateways hotkeyed, which is a little annoying. Because wait, that actually took a pretty significant amount of damage, I would say, that cyclone, didn't it? Okay, let's see. I mean, if he's gonna get a little too close, I will just kill that. Oh, okay, he's gonna go into the main base, I think. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, that actually sucks a little bit for me. I kind of thought he's not gonna go for it after all. Let me... Okay, this is pretty risky what it's doing here, guys, I have to say. You see, the medevac is probably gonna die, I think, at least if I micro this properly. Yeah, that medevac is gonna die. Okay, that is awesome for us. There we go. The Prism, please stay alive. Doesn't look like it's gonna stay alive, unfortunately. Let me just make another pylon out here. I'm gonna make another Prism now. I did get supply blocked a little bit because I lost the... Oh, wait, the Prism is alive. Oh, nice. Underestimated my my Prism boy there a little bit. So he did scan for the Observer. I did lose the Observer. I am not quite sure how much I like this. I did do a better job. I talked about this a lot in the last episode of, you know, simply dealing with the stuff before just trying to send all my units across. But it does feel like I took a pretty significant amount of damage here. Especially with having to rebuild that pylon and all that. So maybe I'll just rebuild that instantly. I also don't have the Observer, which is definitely a shame. I think I'm going to start charge already. Let's see how many units I can find. Okay, there's a Cyclone out there. There's probably a tank. Exactly, a tank is chilling there on the bottom. I'm just going to blink on top of that Cyclone. Exactly. Okay, that is really nice. Now, this looks pretty good here, guys. Let me see. Is there another tank here? There's not another tank. So I should be able to do a very significant amount of damage. Oh, that is a tank, though. There's both of the tanks, actually. There we go. Okay, that is nice. Wait, I have a second Prism? That was not intentional. Where the hell did you come from? Probably killed that other tank as well. There we go. That tank is now fallen too. And I'm going to be able to escape, which is awesome. Let me make sure to save this Prism from that Viking over there. Good timing, actually, on making more Stalkers. Oh, wait, I did enable... what's it called? Or I did install... modify in my settings that I can now do rapid fire warpins. So I do need to keep in mind. Okay, here we go. Let me just target the heavy hitting units here. That should be quite nice. Gonna add another gateway as well. And oh, I should be doing a little more micro with the Prism, that's for sure. That is one thing that I haven't really been doing enough. And I guess now I lost it, so that is a pretty good reason why. Not the best micro for me, but that's okay. That's just something, to be fair. I know it's very important, but I haven't practiced with it yet. So even though normally I really hate it when I make like bad mistakes like that, here I'm gonna forgive myself because it just... That was literally the first time I ever tried doing that, I believe. So I'm not gonna be too upset about it. So I'm already up at like a ton of probes. It does suck that I probably should have started my Immortals a bit earlier right now. I'm working on my third Prism. I also made that second Prism completely on accident. Or, wait, maybe it wasn't an accident. Maybe I built it because I thought I lost the other one. Because I do remember that that's what I thought, right? So, okay. Yeah, maybe that just happened that way. I guess, wait, why the hell are there two probes going? Okay, well, it doesn't matter, I suppose. Okay, let me just try and target this one down. Maybe I can get some free unit. This is always what you're supposed to do with Protoss, of course. I'm gonna make sure I kill it now. There we go. Oh, he blinked forward. Or stimmed forward, rather. It feels very opposite to be the Protoss player in this case, right? Now, do I make more? I think I should probably take another Nexus. I do like the idea of playing extremely economical. I do have charge as well, so I should be able to warp a ton of Zealots into his main base. Yeah, I feel like it was looking very good, but then I definitely messed it up in the end a little bit there with the Prism Micro. Okay, here we go. Just gonna send all of these into the main base. Gonna be able to snipe a medevac here instantly. He's gonna send a lot of stuff back. And these, I guess I'll just attack the SCVs with that. Oh, he's really coming for me here. Let's see if I can kill some more SCVs for free. I need to make sure I don't run away too fast. I can totally warp in more Zealots if he... No, okay, he's coming for me. I was gonna say, I can totally warp in more Zealots here if he wants to stay. Okay, now I think I'm gonna go for the Double Forge and Robo Bay. I really just want to make sure I keep the pressure on here no matter what. And I'm warp a bunch of Zealots here just for that reason. I feel like I could use a Templar Archives as well. But at the same time, I think I'm going to spend enough money, right? Like, oh, wait, he's following the Prism. That was accidental. He did stim for that, so that's quite nice for me as well. Warp a couple pylons over here. Let's see what I can find. Oh, I'm not going to use the charge yet. Let's see. Okay, he's stimmed already. Yeah, I think I'll just back off for now, to be honest. I think this would be fine for me to back off. You can tell he's definitely waiting for this prism to come back in, right? So I should be very careful with this. I do want to send it back in because 8 zealots in the main. That's a widow mine over there. I did see that one. No, okay, he saw it instantly. Okay, I think... what do I want to warp? I'm actually not 100% sure what I want to warp. I could also just, you know, sit back for a little bit and... Okay, so now he's... Wait, I think I kind of get it, because we had someone else scan this base. I think maybe Protoss players take this base as their... what's it called? As their 4th base. So he was scanning if I have a 4th, but I keep taking it as my freaking... Oh, there's another widow one there. Wait, he moved it over there. I saw that. I guess I just take it really early, and that's what confuses like Terran players. Okay, let me just back off. Every time he stims, that's okay for me. There we go. Let me just move these back. Maybe I should set up like a... I wouldn't mind setting up like a big run-by. I feel like that's a good idea. Okay, so I got Colossus #1 out. I did kill his Raven, which is super nice, of course. I mean, that's already a while ago, but still. So you can probably use a couple more pylons over here. Oh, wait, that looks... Oh, he was going to attack me with the SCVs, but then I found him with my Zealots. Okay, that is actually awesome. Now, I do need to make sure to pay attention, because he could be dropping my main base as well. And GG is called. All right, 161 against 106 supply. Okay, guys, well, this is pretty awesome, because this game... Yeah, no... Isn't this awesome? Or am I crazy? Like, we did 4-gate Blink, the build that I really wanted to learn, against the rank 3, or maybe now rank 8 or whatever, Terran on the NA server, one of the best Terrans in the server, and it looked pretty dominant, despite me messing up different things. Like, I could have defended that first drop a little better, I could have set the Reaper wall a little better, in general, just position my buildings better so the pylon wouldn't be able to get picked off. Then besides that, I lost the War Prism, I made 2 War Prisms, so I lost 2. I didn't just lose 1. I lost 2 warp. I had to make a 3rd. Didn't get the Immortals on time. And it was still an absolute crushing victory. So this is a really good game. This is very promising for our Protoss play. Fantastic warm-up. Let's go for game number 2. All right, game number 2 is going to be against Jin. All right, the Protoss player from the last episode. Now, what did we play him with? I got him once with Zerg for sure, and the other time I think I got him with Protoss. Okay, here we're gonna go play him with Protoss for the second time. I do like the idea of giving someone... That is my ideal tournament series. If I could give someone like the all-kill with every race, you know, that would be the absolute goal. If I could get someone with, you know, Protoss, Terran, and Zerg, and it doesn't matter if I get a loss or 2 in between. If I can do that, that would be absolutely awesome for me. Now, the last time I got him with kind of more of like a macro playstyle, I suppose. This time, I think I'm going to try the 4-gate here. I feel like the 4-gate's pretty good on this map. I do have to say, I played him twice. The first time, he kind of did what I always expect Protoss players to do, and that's to wall on the low ground and at least set yourself up for a fast expansion. But the second game, he just built his buildings in the main. I feel like if we're going to play against that, we might be in a bit of trouble. But we did surpass that idea a little bit in the tournament that I played. Because in the tournament that I played, we did manage to beat like that one base robo style with my 4-gate. Just by making Phoenixes and going for outplay. So maybe I should be a little more confident in that. Still doesn't sound like my favorite scenario, to be honest. But who knows. Okay, so here, second gate is down. And then we're going to go ahead and find some nice proxy locations. I always put one over here. I don't know why. I feel like that location just calls to me somehow. So I guess we're going to go for the first pylon over here and the second one probably over on the right side somewhere. Let's see if we can get that 4-gate to work. I would still really like getting like some kind of proxy robo cheese on the menu as well. It's a little bit hard to see that work without me knowing what they're going for, though. Like, if it's like a 1-gate expand with a Stargate, I think I would rather not have a Robo. Or I should say, I would rather go for a different Robo all-in. Like, against Stargate, I would go for Stalkers with a Warp Prism. If it's anything else, I would like to make Immortals. But one of the advantages I have as a random player is that they don't know my race, so I don't like scouting early. Maybe I could reactively scout, but then I would need another probe to make this proxy, right? So that's another thing entirely. There we go. I'm going to make one more probe here. And that should be the final one. Well, maybe I'll transition at some point, right? But the final one for now, at least. I'm going to make another pylon over here at the grass. It's always a bit of a funny mind game to play that you can build your buildings in the scouting path. Because you simply cannot predict whether someone is going to scout for the proxy or just send their probe home thinking, I'm not going to find it anyway. So you might as well build it in an obvious location. I think a lot of time it's even better. Because I wouldn't be surprised if he's like scouting all the way out here and then I'm literally just like in his path. But I guess we can only know that later. I'm gonna keep my probe in the middle here. I don't want to lose it, but I do want to keep it close enough to be able to... Oh, wait. I'm gonna stop him from scouting the proxy to be able to rebuild the pylon if I need to. I'm gonna shade into his natural. Let's see what I can find. That Stalker timing kind of makes me think he does have... Exactly. He does have... Oh, we're going to be in the main base. Oh, this is awesome. The main reason why this is awesome because it's a fantastic distraction. He's even going to have to use a recall for that. That is painful. I think I can even shade out here after killing a couple of these. Let's see. Oh, man, we're going to kill so many probes. This is already really bad for him. And I haven't even seen a tech building yet. I'm going to make a battery over there just because it could be a proxy oracle. And then a battery really is necessary. Now, at this point, I already have 5 Stalkers, guys. Keep in mind, he used the recall, so he has 1 Chrono Boost less as well. Now, I'm not quite sure yet what I want to use my Chrono Boost on, so I'm going to save it for now. Okay. Oh, he's going to lose that Stalker. I don't think there's a battery out here. Yo, I think he's doing something... What was he doing exactly? So he made his own proxy pylon over here? Well, that is about it. Okay, I think what happened here, guys, is that our opponent just got absolutely destroyed mentally by this build. Like, this looks completely wrong. Like, we are playing against the good Grandmaster Protoss here, right? Keep this in mind. But I think what happened is he sold it to Adepts. And most of the time, if you're going to go for a one-base all-in, you will start with Stalkers. I just really like having the outplay potential, maybe shading the Adepts through a unit in the wall, stuff like that. So I think maybe when he saw the Adepts, he also was too busy to scout with his probe. Maybe he assumed that I kind of faked him out with the Chrono Boost, that I was expanding behind it. You could tell he was really doubting whether he should have made tech. He has 3 pylons here as well. I really think he just lost it. He wasn't sure. Decided to make a Nexus, and then I had 6 Stalkers against 2. Against 3, I think. Or maybe 4, actually. But anyway, I had way too many Stalkers. That's the point. Very small game, but still a nice Protoss game. Let's go to game number 3. Game number 3 is going to be against Air King, a Protoss player on site Delta. Now, let's see. I do usually like playing on this map because it's like a little bit smaller, which makes it good for my timing attacks. I was going to say, I would prefer not getting Protoss here because... The thing with Protoss cheeses is, guys, is because you have Warp Gate, it doesn't really matter that much how big the map is. Like, of course, it depends on the cheese. Like, if you want to, let's say, shade a bunch of Adepts across the map and you need an extra shade, then fair enough, right? But if you're going to do a cheese like I've been doing, where you just warp in on the other side of the map, the size doesn't really matter. In fact, if you play a small map, maybe Protoss cheeses are even worse because the opponent will also be more likely to attack, or, you know, they might be more expecting something aggressive because the map is small, I guess. So I think on smaller maps, I would rather play Terran and Zerg, at least if I'm going to cheese, right? I don't necessarily have to cheese. But at least if I'm going to cheese, I think Zerg and Terran, smaller map, Protoss, bigger map sounds really good to me. I guess if I play Zerg, I don't really mind a bigger map either when I cheese. I just know from my Terran days that playing Terran on a big map and cheesing, it kind of sucks. Like, you really have to proxy all your buildings because Terran cheeses are like... They're so timing based. Like a good example is going for a Hellion drop so fast before your opponent has their first warp in. So, right? So they can't have extra Stalker, stuff like that. If you hit 5 or 10 seconds later, they will have that extra warp in, and then the timing doesn't work at all. Now, it'll suck for me that I'm going to have to take this one. But, you know, I feel like if you play against Protoss, it is also to be expected that you do have to expand out here. I should probably fix my Overlord pattern on every map. Like, it kind of depends on what map you play. On a lot of maps, naturally, your Overlord paths through the middle. But here, I should keep my Overlord in the middle so I can see when the probe arrives. Because one move I like to do is hide a drone here and then still take the expansion. But I do need to see the timing of the probe. I'm not just gonna freaking guess when the probe is gonna be there, right? So, I think maybe next time I'll send my second Overlord, like, very strictly through the middle. So I can see exactly when the probe arrives. Now, obviously, if the probe arrives too early, then we're just gonna forget about that. Like, I'm not gonna hide a drone for freaking 40 seconds in the corner not mining. That would just be a tragedy. Obviously, my opponent is doing a lot of scouting. They're always going to be a little bit paranoid, right? Oh, he went for a second gateway. Okay. Yeah, this is still a situation that I'm not 100% sure yet how to handle, because second gateway... Like, even though the Stargate units are always awesome, right? The Stargate units are always awesome for the Protoss player against our Link drop. Because I mean, if it's a Void Ray, they kill the Overlords really fast. If it's an Oracle, I can't drop the links. But I still always feel like a decent amount of outplaying happens in that scenario. Because if it's a Void Ray, Void Rays don't kill Zerglings very fast, so then I just kind of end up running around their base forever while I'm making Hydras at home. If it's an Oracle, I just wait till they activate the beam and then put the units back in the Overlord. But if it's just too many gateway units, then I'm not even 100% sure what I should do. Yeah, the thing is, like, this is pretty committal as well, right? What he's doing, making this many gateway units early on. Like, it's definitely an amount of money that you don't really want to spend. Let me save that one. There you go. They're actually pretty good so far. I saved all of these guys. Now, I do have, like, my speed is going to finish yeah, my speed finishes now. This is awesome. Here we go. The speed is going to finish, and I'm going to be able to get both of these adepts. Look at this. Now, this is freaking awesome, guys. We're going to kill every single unit, and I think I have enough links to go for the drop still. My opponent definitely is just going to be trying to wall off the front with everything he has. Oh, let me cancel that burrow real quick. And I'm just going to go for the Hydras behind it. I did make even more Zerglings than I needed. I wasn't sure that I didn't expect that I was going to own that push that hard, right? Now, even now, I do suspect he could still have enough gateway units to clear this, but he's probably not going to have the super fast Stargate units, so that is going to be quite interesting. I'm just droning up like crazy right now. Let's see, I'm going to activate the creep as well, just in case. Here we go. And now all these units are going to be in the main. Yeah, it's only now his tech is coming now. That is freaking crazy. That tech is so late. At this point, he is definitely F2'd already, so... Oh, wait. He's gonna give up the freaking main? Okay, I mean, I'll take that. If he doesn't want the main base, I'll freaking take it. Oh no, you can't be fighting this. There's creep as well. Here we go. Gonna get a surround on one. I'm gonna get one adept right away, and then I need to make sure to run away. He does have a lot of adepts here, so I'm just gonna go back into the Overlord. Like, he doesn't have any anti-air right now. Look at this. This is awesome. Now, how many drones do I have? I have 38 drones. I just need a couple more, and then I'm gonna be ready. Yeah, I can't really unload these right now, because 3 adepts is a little bit too much. I'm already going to queue the next upgrade because it doesn't look like he's attacking soon. I don't think... Yeah, you know what? I'm not really sure about the Hydras here, guys. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm still going to try to go for the Roaches, just because he is going for Glaive Adepts. I don't have enough to really kill that with Hydras. Like, Hydras are just not going to be that strong against this. Maybe make one more, and then I'm going to start making a couple of Hydra. You know, this is one... I could... Yeah, I was going to say, if he doesn't support us with the Adepts, I could totally kill that Stalker. Let's see. Looks like I might be able to get a decent amount of damage on it. Not quite going to kill it, though, I think. Let's see. Oh, the Overlord might stay alive. It's going to be very close here, guys. The Overlord is barely not going to live, I think. No, that was actually so freaking close. Oh, that sucks for us. Okay, so we do lose the Overlord and 8 Zerglings. But my biggest concern is really just the amount of adepts. Like, you guys realize I'm playing freaking 2-base? I'm playing 2-base Roach Hydra right now, because I'm just freaking terrified of the adepts, right? But this is not the situation I want to be in. If I went for a Spire here, I'd be very excited. But as it stands, this is not my favorite position ever. I'm going to make one Overseer, just send that across. And then I guess I'll just be playing Roach Hydra. I think I'm going to saturate my second gas as well. Here we go. I'm going to go for 4 more drones. Actually, 5 more, so I can take a third as well. Like, this is just such a weird situation. A situation where you don't really find yourself in. I'm playing 2-base Hydra against someone playing 2-base, most likely Glaive Adepts. And... yeah, I mean, is it gonna go well for me? I don't know. I could morph a couple Ravagers as well. God, this really is the weirdest freaking composition ever, isn't it? I have 5 Lynx and then 6 Hydras and then 8 Roaches. That's my composition at 6 minutes. He's making and now he's making Stalkers? Well, then I definitely want Hydras. Okay, well, this is getting weirder and weirder, guys. Yeah, okay, now, so it looks like he's not going for Glaives after all. Let's see, I'm going to be able to do a decent amount of damage to his stuff here. Like, Hydra, if they're behind the Roaches, look how much damage the Hydras are going to do. Okay, so he activated the battery overcharge, so we're going to leave that alone for now. I'm going to take my 3rd base, and that's going to... Wait, he just blinked out. That's kind of crazy, actually. But no, yeah, I was going to say he couldn't have walked out. Yeah, he blinked. He's going to lose a lot of Stalkers here, guys. Even through the battery overcharge. That is quite painful, I have to say. And the Roaches here are doing all the tanking. Yo, those Roaches are actually pretty freaking awesome. Now, I am running out of Hydras. I need to be very careful here. I mean, it looks like I'm barely winning, but it is an incredibly close trade. The Adepts are getting closer, but I need to be so scared of these. Now, I think... since he doesn't have an expansion here... Yeah, okay. When he's going to ferry the Adepts over, I have to be careful. Since he doesn't have an expansion here... if I get up to like 50 drones, we should be pretty good. It looks like... Okay, there's more Stalkers coming in. If he wants to blink forward, I will eat him alive. It sounds a bit vicious, doesn't it? Well, that's the plan here. Okay, so I killed the Adepts already. That's nice. Now these are going to be able to get a decent trade. Oh, wait, he blinks forward again. That is pretty crazy, guys. Like, his Stalkers are good, but no, that is a horrible mistake by him. I actually feel bad because he was doing really well. And this game is very close margins. It's quite possible that he's going to lose the game because of that blink forward. Because, like, Stalkers, the best thing about them is that you can just micro them forever. Now, I'm very tempted to get a couple more drones here, guys. At least let me send a couple over here to this third base. I guess I want some roaches, but I mostly want Hydra. If he's not going to go for glaives, I really feel like Hydras are going to be pretty sick. Let's see. Let's make sure I don't get my units picked off one by one. My army looks kind of nuts here, actually, doesn't it? Yeah, GG has to be called. I'm not sure if he realizes that I was only on 2 bases, 44 against 44 workers. But okay, this was a bit of a crazy one, wasn't it? Definitely a bit of a crazy game. I think... Okay, wait, let's look at the timing before I'm going to say what I'm going to say here. So here, the Hydra Den is halfway, right? And the reason why I need the Hydra Den that early is because I need to make 2 upgrades from it, which takes a while. But if I see Twilight Council Robo, I think I don't really want to go for Hydras, because I really feel if this guy went for Glaives, I think there's a good chance that we lose. Because even if I have Roach Hydra, what he can do is just shade on top of the Hydras. Like, literally, you can shade, right-click on the group of Hydras, and they're going to attack the Hydras more than the Roaches. Hydras disappear instantly to a death. Roaches are fine, but it's also not like they're absolutely magical. So either I think I could go for a Spire, or I could add a Bailing Nest as well. But then if I add a Bailing Nest and they go for Blink, then it's all of a sudden not that great. So this is a situation I'm not 100% sure yet about. I think maybe I'll just go for the Hydras, and if I realize it's a lot of Adepts, I will make a Bailing Nest, and the other option is just to go for a Spire instead. Like here, I can probably still cancel the Hydra then and make a Spire. I guess those are the 2 things I'm going to try next time. For now, let's keep it going. Right, game number 4 is against a... Well, it's a Grandmaster level Terran, and he does have to... It always confuses me. He doesn't have the Grandmaster border, but he's pretty high up in Grandmaster. I think that is probably... well, definitely top 50. I'm not quite sure exactly how high. I'm going to be playing Protoss. Okay, now I would still like to do that cheese that I failed to execute against Special. Admittedly, I said it back then too. We did have a really rough build order for us. But I did kind of like it. Now, the Reaper jump-up spot is here. Wait, I could be wrong, but it doesn't look like it's that hard to block, right? Am I wrong? It doesn't look that hard. I'm a little scared to say that because my Reaper walls are normally not that great. But the cheese I want to do is I want to go for the really fast expand into the proxy gate. And the last time I did it against Special in the tournament, he went for like a 2-rax Reaper, so he just had way too much stuff and I couldn't really attack him. I definitely could have dealt with it better. It would be interesting to see what the game looks like if I dealt with it appropriately. But I really want to know how good the strategy is when someone just plays a normal Reaper expand, because that's the build I expect to face the most, and that's what most Terran players are going to be doing against random. So that's what I really want to see. Now, I am terrified of someone sending a really fast SCV scout, because if they block this Nexus timing, I mean, they shouldn't, but if they somehow would, because they scout really early, then I don't have a gas, okay? And that would be just, yeah, that would be absolutely horrible. I'm gonna make 1 probe. I guess I'll just go, wait! Oh, this map is a gold base. Well, okay, it doesn't fit with this strategy. Wait, I made the gateway in the wrong location. I should have built it here, I think. I was gonna say it's easy to wall, because I would be able to build the gate here, right? And then the cyber core there, and that would be perfectly walled. But then instead, I built the gateway there, so now it's still very close to the wall, unfortunately. Now, I think I'm gonna proxy... I could proxy on the gold as well. You know, I'll just build it right here, because why not? I don't really know where to build it, so I might as well just build it somewhere, I suppose. very, very solid logic, isn't it? Oh, he's gonna try to steal it, maybe. No, doesn't look like it. Oh, he wants to prevent me from taking it, I see. Yeah, I guess... yeah, I mean, maybe this is perfect for me. I was trying to think, like, do I want that gas? But I do want to take it at some point, right? Here, I'll block it a little bit to make it look a little more believable that I do want this gas. There we go, and then I'm going to chrono boost the Adept. And then we should be pretty well set up already. I'm going to start making a Warp Gate, and then this one is going to make Adepts as well. Now, this probe, even though it doesn't seem like a big deal, I feel like I could definitely use that probe very well. There's one thing that's important to know if you use Adepts, is that if the probe hits a Marine once, right? If the probe hits him... Oh, he might lose that, actually. No, he's not going to. Okay, I thought if he stays around for a little bit too much, then he might lose it, but didn't look like it. But if you hit a probe once, or hit a Marine once with a probe, then it dies faster to the Adept, which is awesome. Can I catch this one? Oh, he's going to go up here. Oh, he's going to do the dancing. Wait, he's using my moves against me. You can't be dancing against me. That's rude. That is my play. Now, look, in situations like this, I'm not quite sure what I want to be doing with my units as well. I could shade across, and I would already have 3 Adepts, which is freaking crazy, right? But then again, this is what happened last time, and that's when I died. Oh, I'm going to be able to kill. Oh, that is so perfect. That is just literally perfect timing for me. I can't believe that just happened. Oh my goodness, that's brutal. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with this. It does look like we're playing against a Reaper Expander. Let's see if there's a bunker out here. Okay, there's no bunker yet. There's a command center. Okay, this is what I mean. Check this out. I'm gonna try to just suicide the probe and get one hit on the Marine. Oh, he does have a Cyclone already. He played it a little safe. There we go. Can I get that on the probe? Yeah, the probe actually got it. No freaking way. That is sick. Now, oh, I do remember with this build, when I watched it, the way to do it was actually to go for a third gateway and put pressure. But I'm just gonna go for a Robo instead because I like playing Robo. That's the entire logic here. And I guess I might as well make a battery. I am slightly surprised by the one Cyclone, but it could be that he's trying to attack me as well. Yeah, looking at it now, I definitely should have gone for the 3-gate because if he's gonna play aggressive, then I just need that many units. Like, this is not enough units to break someone who's just chilling, pretty much, right? That's what I'm trying to say. Let's see, does he have a bunker now? There is still no bunker. Guess I'll... Wait, I think he's attacking... No, he's not attacking me. Oh, the units are here for me to kill. That's awesome. Okay. So he's going to lose a lot to this. He does indeed have another Cyclone. Kind of what I expected. There is a medevac as well. I would like to save these Stalkers. I think I'm just going to try warping at home. And okay, I killed a decent amount of SCVs with that. It's kind of hard to tell whether that was worth it or not because I just haven't done this build enough times. I'm just making this Immortal right now because it's like Immortals against Cyclones are... It's disgusting, okay? The most one-sided trade I've seen is actually Immortals against Cyclones. I used to think it was always Marines against Colossus. Like, the Colossus wins so hard. It's just kind of ridiculous, right? But then I had a game where I had 40 Cyclones against the guy with 6 Immortals and a War Prism to micro them. Yeah, the Colossus, they have nothing on that. I'll say that much, okay? Absolutely nothing. Now, I'm gonna take my third base at the gold. I feel like that would be a decent idea. I do want a couple Stalkers at the front at least. It is a little scary to take the gold base. Like, it's pretty out there, right? Like, I do have to walk... Like, it looks close, but you have to walk around a little bit. Like, it's a little awkward. I feel like I saw something up here, but I'm also not 100% sure. So my gold base is going to be my third base. I got 2 Immortals out already, which is nice. I imagine my opponent is just playing standard. So, you know what? I'm going to make another pylon over here. And then, wait, should I have made an Observer already, maybe? Like, Observers are really good, but I also just want to make more units that actually fight, right? I don't think... I kind of sound like I'm just being greedy, like not getting any information, but I want a big army, you know? I like lasers. Just like everyone, I suppose. Unless you're not a Protoss player. And let's see, I think... I do like delaying my upgrades as Protoss because it just makes defending stuff a lot easier. And I've also seen really good Protoss players do that. So I'm just going to go for 4-gate plus the Twilight. The Robo base already well on the way. I think now maybe I can make 2 Observers. I think that sounds fair. I think I can make 2 Observers now. I'll go out on the map a little bit with these. I'll warp Stalkers into the main so they can protect. Oh, he's going to find that now. That is a little annoying. I do wonder how much impact my build actually had. Like, I'm pretty curious to watch the replay of this match already. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna make 3 Observers actually. Can I stop him from killing that? Oh, he's gonna sacrifice a Cyclone for it. Oh no, he tried to sacrifice it for it, but he was a little too greedy. He should have sacrificed it fully. Okay, so I'm out here on the map. I think... No, I'm actually gonna get Charge first. I was getting Blink first, but keep in mind I have the gold base, so I'm gonna have a lot of minerals. The only reason I'm out here, by the way, is just because I have sentries as well. Without... Oh, he's actually going to continue. Going to lose a couple units for free there. Yeah, this looks like an awesome trade for me. Do need to make sure this Colossus doesn't die. Look at this trade, guys. This is why you need some sentries. Like, these sentries did so much work for me. It was actually crazy. And now, how many gateways can I actually fit in here? Probably a decent amount. I'll go up to 10. His Observer is going to see that there are 5 barracks on the way. I should really fall back with these. Also could have started a couple more Colossus in the meantime. No, I think I'm going to skip the Templar Archives for now. Well, let me make sure that I don't get my probe stuck. Here we go. 10 gateways, if I hotkey this one as well. I guess I might as well take this because it is a rich gas after all, which is obviously quite good. Looks like we might be getting attacked at the front. Let's see, where's my other Observer? There it is. Wait, do I have... No, I didn't get Blink, right? So I need to be a little careful with that. Looks like there's a... Wait, he just said Liberator... That is... Okay, that's actually a little crazy, I have to admit. Like, just sending them straight over everything, the chance that I see them is so freaking high. So one Observer is going to go there, and I think I'll put one over here in the bottom. I'm not quite sure yet where to position all my Observers and stuff. I guess that's just a skill that I'm going to learn later on with Protoss. But as long as I can kind of see the sides of the map, I should be pretty happy. I could definitely use a couple more sentries. He's going to see that I have this base now. Let me go ahead and take my 4th base. Wait, I made 4 observers? Okay, I thought I had... No, where the hell are you going? I thought I had 3, but I guess I have 4. Oh, yeah, dude, I keep forgetting that I had the rapid fire warp in. Look at that. Okay, that's very fast and nice. Did I get... Yeah, I did get Templar Archives now. I didn't even realize for a while that this is actually a rich gas. Like, it gives me so much freaking money. I do think I should be using the gold base to try and go for a big attack. That's why I have the prism over here. Oh, he's gonna find one of these observers. I'll probably get Blink as well at this point, right? I feel like Blink would be quite nice. I'm gonna warp in a couple sentries, just so I can get like the really good fight. I feel like this prism could just be game ending. The way you want to play this as Protoss is you want to play like very patiently and just kind of wait to see if he sieges you and just like do counterattacks non-stop. Like that's the way you usually play this. I don't want him to, you know, be able to drop into the main for free or something like that. Here we go. I'm just gonna warp a million zealots into his base over and over. And then the thing is, did I get Colossus range actually? Oh, I did get Colossus range. I can just bait him and retreat with this over and over. Like these zealots are just gonna kill him until the end of time, basically. I could even make a disruptor, for example. I feel like disruptor could be quite nice. I'm just gonna make more and more stuff though. Maybe I should wait for Archons. That is a Widow Mine. I don't really want to walk into that Widow Mine later. Oh, it wasn't a Widow Mine, it's just a crater. Oh, I guess it was a crater of the tank shot. Something like that. Yeah, I'm just gonna warp more Zealots. Liberator anti-air is very funny, guys. It's actually hilarious. They might as well not have it, you know? It just doesn't do anything. So even though they were attacking the prism, I feel quite fine with this. And now I'm in his base. Like, look, notice how he hasn't been moving forward at all. And now he moves forward. I'm just going to be able to sit back and battery overcharge. That top Colossus is in a little bit of a predicament here, but it's going to be fine. Like, he just doesn't have anything left here. I'm just going to keep warping in there. I know it seems crazy, but that is actually the way you do want to play this. Let's see. The tanks might be left behind. In that case, I can just go ahead and kill these tanks. Here we go. If he wants to come back, then that is going to be fine with me as well. Let's see. I do have some force fields left, so I don't really have to worry about it that much. Just pull the Colossus back a little bit. And there we go. GG has been called. I was just going to warp like a bunch of Stalkers in here. But all right, guys. Yeah, this is maybe my favorite episode in a way because I feel like we've improved a lot. I do feel a little tired. I think I was like struggling with my words and stuff a lot, but I don't know. I feel like we've improved a lot. Like, especially the strategy. The 4-gate blink in game number 1 was freaking awesome against Jason. It was my best execution so far. And this game, I don't think I strategically really made any mistakes. Like, well, I probably should have gone for a 3rd gate earlier on, so my pressure would have been a little stronger. Let's just quickly see how much damage this did. So right now, the situation of the game, I would say, is that we're a little bit behind because I have 2 gates. I'm only halfway through a robo. Tech should be faster. He already has 3-1-1 and starting in eBay. Economy looks normal. And he has the 2 Cyclones. But Cyclones don't kill stuff that fast anymore. So after this, I killed 5 workers. And it's 40 against 29. Maybe... I feel like there's a world where me going for 2-gate only is better than going for the 3-gate, because if I went for a 3-gate, maybe I wouldn't have broken this anyway, and then I was more committed, right? But I think it looks all right. If we skip forward to like 6 minutes, we're going to see the situation a little bit more clearly, I think. So yeah, I'm 8 workers ahead, which is pretty normal. I would say it looks like a pretty even game. I think I'm a little bit biased for the Protoss here because my TVP personally isn't that good. So I think that the Protoss looks good here, but realistically, I would maybe say it's even. But well, if you factor in the map, because gold bases are better for Protoss than for Terran, if you factor in the map, I would say we definitely have a lead. I do have to keep in mind, I do have 2 Immortals already as well, which is more value for supply than you usually have. But all right, my Protoss is looking very, very good. My Zerg, I think I should start working on the macro gameplay a little bit more, because I keep just beating people with my 2-base Hydras and stuff, making my Zerg look strong. But in reality, my Zerg macro games are probably not quite as good as my Protoss macro games. But yeah, I'm very happy with this. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode as well. If you did, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see y'all for the next one. Adios.